Hello, everyone. Welcome to Matter Crib. This is Matthew May. In this episode of Matter Crib, reviewing and analyzing the Boston Strangler score on Hulu, done by 20th Century Studios. I'll go over the topics in this episode of the Matter Crib. This movie will deal with the incompetence of the Boston Police Department and show how they let a murderer or murderers get away with killings. This movie is based on a true story. I hope this episode inspires you to read, watch, and learn. Please check out my Facebook page where I've been posting links to Patreon and YouTube. I've also been posting links to my blog that you want to check out, www.mattcrib.com/blog. The blog will have the written portion of the review as YouTube video be included there. As I told you in my last couple YouTube videos and blog posts, my laptop hard drive died and I had to get a new one. I need your help to cover the cost of having to get a new one. I'll let you know how you can support me at the end of the video or the blog post if you're seeing this video on my website. If you do support me, thank you for your support. Now on the review. The movie starts off with the Hulu original sound that Hulu uses, as well as the viewer warning that this movie is rated R. This movie is not for small children, so please use viewer discretion when deciding to have those who are under 17 to watch this movie. I am not a parent, and I will not tell you how to raise your children, but as the warning tells, please use viewer discretion. The 20th Century Studios symbol comes up and uses the music that is traditional to when the company was 20th Century Fox. Disney bought Fox back in 2017 and got all the properties that Fox had, such as the X-Men universe, as well as the Fantastic Four, and access to original Star Wars movies before the special edition. They also got access to The Simpsons. This is all I have to say on that. The movie will start in Ann Arbor, Michigan in 1965, and yes, that is where the University of Michigan is. The movie will have a woman strangled in her apartment and will open a can of worms. It will go back to 1962 and bring the viewer to Laura McLaughlin, who works as a lifestyle reporter. Laura is played by Keira Knightley. Keira does an excellent job portraying this character. She is a strong woman who does not want to sit around at home and take care of the kids. A woman working was not a common thing, as the husband worked and the woman stayed home to take care of the kids. Laura does not want to work at the lifestyle desk at her newspaper. Yes, the newspaper would seem foreign to those who are used to reading the news on their phones, tablets, or computers. The newspaper is how an individual got the news, and by this time, TV news started to become a thing. Radio is also the other way people got their news. I am not so young that I do not know what a newspaper is. I would have read my news in a newspaper. Internet news really did not become a thing until the last decade. Online news started in the 2000s, but it is not as common as it is now. Loretta wants to cover the crime section of the newspaper that she works for. She meets Jen, who she likes and has respect for. She and Jen develop a great friendship, and they share a lot in common. Jen tells Loretta that she cannot worry about how people receive her. Loretta has children, and she is not a stay-at-home mom. She must pay for a babysitter and tells Jen most of her money goes to paying for that. Jen says, "So what? Still work. You do not want to be just a mother, and that is your only identity." Chris Cooper plays the editor of the paper. He is the one that decides which assignments the reporters get. He is tough on Loretta, but considering the times, it makes sense. He is not so against women that he does not give Loretta a chance. Loretta must work twice as hard to prove to Chris Cooper's character that she deserves this job. Remember, the times in the 1960s, women had barriers, and still do even today. There are more opportunities for women today, but there are those that would like to take that away from them. She tells Chris Cooper's character how many women must die before it is restored. This movie will show how incompetent the police department of Boston is. You may say I'm being too hard on the Boston Police Department. No, and I'll tell you why. The movie will show that this case was complicated because the killer started with old people and moved to younger women. The killers will conspire to have a person take the fall. This person is not innocent, but shows how deep this went. The killers will copy the original killer style of having a bow tie around the victim's neck and made the detectives and investigators believe it was the same person. That would be hard to turn, but the confession tape proves that the person that confessed to the crime of killing these women was inaccurate. DNA evidence would link this person to the 13th victim, but not the others. The other murders remain unsolved. The scam that the criminals came up with is that one of the killers will claim that he killed all 13 women so that he can support his family with a book deal. This is so that he can make money and give it to his family. It will appear to the world that this case was solved, but that is far from the truth. One of the killers tells Loretta that you want to believe that you are safe in your own little world, but humans have been killing other humans since the beginning of time. That is true, and that murder happened at the time of Cain killed Abel. This movie shows how the American justice is not always just. It is better than it is in most countries. But if a person being suspected of a crime does not have to incriminate himself or herself. This is evident in the U.S. Constitution. It is the Fifth Amendment. It is not to reveal nothing more revealed here. It does bring the viewer to the climax of the story. It helps to help the viewer understand what happened back in the 1960s, during the time these events happened. I'll give him a rating. I give Hulu's The Boston Strangler a 10 out of 10. It was fun, but showed the nature of these killers. These killers had one thing in common. They were psychotic and took joy in stalking people. The killers would claim they were the repair person, but the victims were unaware of that, and they were killed because of that. It is hard to say why these killers chose women. Maybe they hated women and wanted to get rid of them. Who knows? Some people are deranged, and it's hard to say. It does an excellent job of showing how incompetent the Boston Police Department was at the time, and they were not up to the task of figuring out who the killers were. They were multiple killers, and it used the same style to kill so the investigators would believe it was the same killer. A good investigator or good attorney would be able to tell the difference if it was the same person or not. Not all the victims get justice, and it's an unfortunate reality that is the case. Go to our.america.com and check out my website, and you'll find links to other sites such as PayPal, Patreon, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. The store is now live on my website where you can buy merchandise to help support the channel, like this cool shirt that I'm wearing. The gift card is also available and will make a great gift for those to give to their loved ones for birthdays and other special occasions. The link to my blog is there as well that you want to check out, as I told you, at www.mattercrit.com/blog. If you get a benefit for either of these, please consider helping to support it any way that you can. Thank you. Hello everyone. Welcome to Mattercrit. This is Matthew. In this video, we'll be opening a box that I just got for merchandise. This was a Christmas present from my mother. This is my merchandise, so I'll show you what it will look like. It will come from a company called Hempy Hand Creators. You should be able to see a label right here that says that. Most content creators have them come from third parties. It will come from people like Amazon or TeePublic to use as examples. I will now open the box. So, just give me a minute, because I also need to use a knife at first, but I did it. And there we go. Here's the two shirts. Okay, they come in a bag. There's the invoice. You can see right there. It says, the bag says, read, watch, and learn. Pretty cool. I didn't know what it would look like myself until I got these, so here we go. I'm going to put this here. Just put that to the floor. And now here are the two shirts I got. They're both white, as you can see. And it says, here's one that says Mattercrit. This is a large. Okay, these are the type-based shirts. Read, watch, and learn. Let's see how it looks when I put it over my sweatshirt here. I'm going to do that right now. I'm just writing them right now, as you can see. Pretty cool. Looks like it fits. I'll take it off, because I want to see what the other one looks like. And here's the other shirt. It says Mattercrit, and get this unfolded. This is a medium shirt. It's another type-based shirt. Here we go. And I'm going to put it on. This one's probably a little tighter since I'm more of a large. But heck, I can't even get it over me, so there you go. I'm glad you got to see the merchandise for my channel. Please go to www.mattercrit.com and click on shop and buy your own set of merchandise to help support the channel. Today. You are supporting me as well, so that it will make it easier for me to keep doing this. Thank you. Check out my playlist review of Hulu Dope Stick series that I review coming up right now. Please check out my review of all Hulu's original content by clicking this link right now. Thank you. Please like this video if you found it helpful. Please subscribe to my channel. Please hit the notification bell so you never miss a video at the bottom of this video. Please send your comment down the road in the comment section below. Please share this video so my channel can grow. Please subscribe to my Patreon by clicking this link right now to my Patreon page, or sign up for our YouTube membership, which you can do by hitting the join button at the bottom of this video. And remember, YouTube membership is going to be coming up right about this moment. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.